What's up, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood Scottye Moore here, just welcoming you to our live show experience. This is the live show we recorded at Starrcast last weekend with Mat Mania. It was an absolutely massive show. We had thousands upon millions of people show up. By that, I mean two. But it's fine. It was an amazing time out there. We can't thank Starrcast and AEW enough for everything they did this weekend. It was insanity. I don't think we were ever sober during it, which may explain why when I got back I slept for 17 whole hours. So yeah, this is our live show. Thank you for everyone who's been supporting up until now, and I should be back about halfway through just to tell you guys about merch and Patreon and all that fun stuff. So until then, here is our live show, Spectacular. So welcome to Fight Boyz, ladies and gentlemen, the show about professional and not so professional wrestling. I am your host, Scottye Moore.
I am normally the plattest man on the planet, Blake Tanner, but now I'm the tiredest man on the planet, Blake Tanner.
I am full of greasy breakfast food, the Dylan.
And we are joined this week by people who are too good to be on this dumb show. Megaran, Teek, Neo X, Mat Mania.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
So,
I feel like my mic is extra loud because it's not the legit mic, but
A legit mic.
Yeah,
we're happy.
you got that mic.
To make up for the fact that you didn't get a stand.
We're happy to be here. Yeah.
He's got it pulled up. Yep. So it is Double or Nothing weekend, Starrcast weekend, and I have not slept. At all.
It is Sunday at the end of all things, where I'm pretty sure the universe is over now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just dies in the Nevada desert. That's
There's no amount of Metamucil and Advil that could really help someone function this entire weekend.
No, there's really
not at this point.
I mean, even God rested on Sunday, right?
To quote Marco's stunt, I didn't know how hard Las Vegas went, but I found out.
Oh, yeah.
They found out.
Yep. I've learned what happens when you get a bunch of drunk nerds surrounded. It's Megaran decides to just play the cha-cha slide at midnight, and everyone gets loose. Like the whole everyone went out for that.
That was direct orders from Scorpio Sky. He demanded people on the dance floor, and I was like, okay, I got it.
Yo, that was like the extended version of the
that was
cha-cha
you
slide.
recognizing your audience real quick. He's like, hold on, how can I get these?
Then I played the never-ending version, so it's like an extended 7-minute mix.
Jesus.
I noticed that too. I was like, I could have sworn I heard this verse before.
Like, really?
But I've been up since 4 a.m., so I might just be tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it.
I never heard the song tell you to jump 6 times, so I knew something was
It
wrong
got up
there.
to 7. 7 hops now. I'm like,
No.
people looking at me like, getting a little tired here.
All the liquid in my tum-tum go up and down.
The sad thing is that you could feel the floor itself shake a little bit each time, like it was made with a reverb in it. I was like, oh yeah, this is how I want to die in Caesar's Palace.
My gripe,
With the floor
though,
collapsing.
my gripe though, it wasn't even a legit dance floor. It was carpet. So
It was a ballroom.
Yeah, there was no smooth area to dance,
smooth
so
area
but
for
we had
nothing.
no L's, no one fell, right?
Yeah, nobody.
I rolled
Not
my
that we
ankle.
saw.
Not that we saw.
There was a
I did
real
roll my
bad
ankle.
situation.
Wait, you rolled your ankle?
Yeah.
Dancing?
Yeah.
Was it when you were crip walking to the Wolfpack theme?
It could have been. Yep.
At one point, we just kind of got into an entrance off of Mega just playing like a series of entrances, and me and Neo were just in a competition.
You and I
to see-
synced up really well.
Oh yeah.
By the way, we're talking about the SCU after party.
SCU.
So I did happen to go out on the patio and see that somebody was sleeping their own vomit. So there was a situation like that going on.
True. That's welcome to Vegas.
It wasn't you, Rob,
You know
was
what
it?
though? one of my funny stories was
No, Brian Pillman
there's
Jr.
this
was out
guy
there babysitting
who was
her.
like mad drunk, and he was sitting on the chairs next to the bar in the VIP area. Teddy Hart shoves him off of his seat, and he just collapses on the floor. And then he comes to, And he's like, what happened? I'm like, bro, that's kind of fucked up right there. You know?
Wow, why did he do that?
I have no
story
clue.
behind that.
I'm thinking. I just saw it going in. It could have been like the guy was probably belligerent. I mean, I don't know. But
Or maybe he was just testing the water, seeing how drunk he was. And then when he pushed him and he failed,
the test.
then it was
could
like,
be.
oh.
Could be.
On a side note, I would like to thank Davey Boy Smith, Teddy Hart, and Brian Pillman Jr. for bringing the 80s back through custom tracksuits and the undercut mullet.
Yo, Pillman's mullet is killing
Oh,
me.
dude,
man.
You have any idea how much swag you have to have a platinum blonde dyed like flat top mullet in 2019 and pull it off? You got
The confidence levels got to be through the roof.
But let me tell you about how Teddy Hart and Marty last night when we were getting food came up and was talking to my boy Rob when he was in line, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we just wanted to talk to you so we could skip in line."
Not even gonna try and hide it to you.
We're not even gonna hide it.
Not even lying.
That's funny. Like, hey, you know, you gotta play the game. Play the game.
See, I like you guys got to see the party itself. We were up since 2 a.m, so we left because we were going to physically die. But we
Dylan couldn't speak anymore. His throat was so swollen.
my throat had swollen. I was so sad because I saw all these wrestlers and I was like, I'm normally a very extroverted person, but I was like, I literally cannot talk loud enough over the sound of Mega Ran's jams. I was like, this makes me so sad and sad.
That is part of the concern as a DJ when you want to pick a playlist that'll make people dance, but also you want people to be able to network and have fun without having to have the close talker constantly
all of the
up in your ear.
All of the accidental interactions I did was because they for the first hour and a half of that party didn't have anybody sectioned to like guard off the talent area. Right. So I accidentally went to that bathroom and like I got in there and all of a sudden I saw Scorpio Sky and like I was using the bathroom. I was like, oh, Christopher Daniels is behind me. I don't think I'm in the right bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a special bathroom.
There was, yeah.
I found that out later when I tried to go back to the bathroom because I had to go again. And this guy was like, "This is a talent area only." I was like, "I just peed back here. What do you mean?"
Last night we were all talent.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's talent, baby.
Everybody's talent now.
Listen, Cody told me this show was about everyone.
There you go.
I am included.
He thanked me personally.
Me too.
I didn't understand what was going on when one of my buddies came up to me and he was like, "Hey, you know this wristband doesn't get you free alcohol." I said, "I got 2 wristbands on. You telling me neither one of these?"
Hey, what's the point of
drinks?
2 wristbands when you still got to pay for drinks?
Even if you had both of the damn things, you couldn't get free alcohol barely.
Yeah.
That line was
Yeah, the line was 35-minute wait. It was worse than a Disneyland ride.
I looked at this.
You
and
would know, right?
I mean, to be fair, like the bartender was about as surly as a ride attendant, but that was probably because nobody told him, "Hey, listen, there's gonna be like 300 like tired, probably drunk nerds in this loud building, and you're the only one serving them alcohol." I'm so sorry.
Crazy.
There's gonna be a lot of drippy neckbeard.
And also, you're gonna have to listen to the LA Guns play their greatest hits on an acoustic guitar, so loud that you will not be able to hear anything.
Yeah.
I tried to stand in line for drinks, and there was a speaker right there, and it was making.
Oh no, that was the worst.
No, shout outs to Rob. He's like, you better off just going downstairs, buying a drink, come back up.
Oh, yeah.
And you're good.
Smart man.
Smart man.
The only bright side about that is when they started that line, I was close enough to the stage, and when SCU came on, it was like, "Here's SCU," and they like walked by me. Cody walked by me. I was like, "Oh, this worked out." And then after that, it was all downhill.
I'm standing there DJing and like Cody and Brandy just show up behind me and I'm like, wait, what?
So what time did things really get popping? Because like it started at 11, but
About 12.
In my opinion,
so if you were there at
12,
11, then you
15.
could get drinks with no problem, right?
in my opinion,
No, there was already a line.
Well, the line started
the
at like
lines were
10:50.
nonstop. Yeah.
For drinks.
10 o'clock the line started.
But I feel like the party really kicked off once Mega Ran started playing the twerk song by Cardi B.
Oh yeah.
Man, that did it.
Brought them all to the floor.
That did it.
And then it just kind of picked up from there.
I appreciate Scorpio Sky hyping the crowd. Like he was just like, I want to see some dancing. Let's go. And like people came through, and it was awesome.
And you know what? In comparison to the last after party we went to, or we went to the first Starrcast after party in Chicago, and literally it was just. It was almost as awkward as a middle school dance. Everybody was just like standing around, just drinking, and just again mostly just networking. Nobody.
There's a lot of chatting at that
there
one.
wasn't really a
It was
good
easier
time
to get
type of
drinks
way.
at that one.
Yeah.
Drinks were easy.
If there was one upside to the first one, alcohol was more easily.
Yes.
provided.
Very accessible.
See, we didn't get to enjoy it, but we did get to enjoy what happened with the aftermath of it. Because we went
At
to
the first one?
No, the second one.
The
The second
last
one.
night.
Because if you went to it last night, you likely saw Joey Janela's drunk ass walking around in animals, fucking shoulder pads at 1 o'clock in the morning to whenever. So we went to his breakfast this morning, and like we get there, and they're not set up. Everybody's just outside.
Did he serve breakfast?
No, but he was there at this table by himself when you open it. So like it's open. You don't know what to expect. And you look, and there's just this dining room, and then you turn to your left. At the far end is just Joey Janela at the end of one of these tables, sunglasses on. He's got 2 juices and a Monster. I was really tempted to walk up to him and be like, "How are you alive?"
Was he hosting a
he hosted
breakfast?
The way to describe that entire breakfast was come watch Joey Janela be hungover and real sad for 2 hours.
In the 2 hours,
With the
Watch him
side of
recover.
bacon.
it was
in
Real
2
time.
hours
Maybe he'll
that he-
recover.
He was in the 2 hours that he had to talk to us as we watched him while eating breakfast. He probably mentioned, "Man, I really want to go outside and smoke," about 12 times.
Yeah.
He was like, I really wish some of the other people they'd advertised for this had shown up so I could leave.
He should have just told you guys to come with him. Like, hey, we're gonna go smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Just take the party outside.
Highlights of that.
I was surprised he was getting around as well as he was last night after getting dumped on his head through that table.
That table spot was rough.
He did complain about that. He was like, yeah, I had a live cigarette stapled to my head, and they didn't get it on camera.
Like a blip of it. You literally
he
just
was
saw
like,
a
he was
blip.
like, we were going over this spot in the back. He's like, oh man, we're gonna get 5,000. Nope, nothing.
It was.
Highlights of that included that bit. The Stunt Brothers showed up, and then he just gave them shit. He's like, "Shouldn't you guys be in church right now? Do I need to call your mom? No. Do I need to call your dad and tell him you ain't in church right now?"
I mean, but the way that they were showing instant replays after the matches, they should have showed the lit cigarette on his head.
Awesome.
No, my favorite Stunt Brother moment from the breakfast, however, was the fact that apparently they left over cards from the Observer Q&A they had, and like Joey's going through like, fuck this question, I hate this question. This question's up, and then finally he goes, oh, this one's interesting. Why does Brian Alvarez hate the Stunt Brothers so much? We can answer this one, and then he just picks up.
Marco?
It was Marco. Just picks up the microphone and just goes, fuck Brian Alvarez.
Hey.
Wow.
Hashtag fuck Brian Alvarez.
It was the most glorious 2-hour train wreck I've ever seen. He multiple times was like, the train has gone off the rails at this point, and everybody in the audience was like, Joey, the train was never on the rails. No. We showed up to this breakfast expecting this. We were amazed that you didn't already have alcohol in your hand when we came in.
Yeah.
Right.
He was
The train wasn't on the rails, but he was so drunk he was still trying to be a conductor.
There was no alcohol. Surprising lack of alcohol at a Joey Janela event.
That
He
is
was still
surprising.
drunk from the night before.
Yeah, they opened the doors. Joey was there. He was talking as people were coming in. We'd all just started sitting down to eat our breakfast, and he stopped, and he's like, man, this is weird. Oh, yeah. This is weird.
It's the equivalent of being a goldfish. Like, it really is.
The best way to describe Joey during it was he was the captain of the Titanic, and he saw the iceberg coming, and instead of trying to steer or anything, he just set the ship on fire.
None of this matters. We're already going down.
The ship will go through
We're
the
going
iceberg.
down.
You gotta think of the logic.
I feel like his only desire during that was to do such a bad job they wouldn't ask him to wake up that early again at All Out. He's just like, I ain't doing this again.
Your fault.
Conrad's like, you're not coming back.
It's funny, like last night during the party, he came up and was like, hey, give me the mic. And like I had this huge light shining in my face.
Oh, yeah.
It was the equivalent of like Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And all that.
It was the light of doom.
All the big
yeah.
pay-per-view shows with the light shines at your face. So I just see a hand saying like, hey, give me the mic. And I'm like, no.
Who are you?
And I'm like looking at everybody else like, whose man's is this? Like who?
I'm like, yeah.
He's like, no, that's Joey Janela. I was like, are you sure? Like, 'cause there's a light in my face. And I'm like, are you
He's got animals shoulder pads on. I don't think that's.
And I was like,
Not at that
He
time.
didn't have
That
his pads
just
on yet.
looked
He was just
like an
full Joey
animal. Wasn't
Janela.
he wearing leopard or something?
Oh yeah.
he did
Leopard
have some
shirt, just
leopard
fully
on,
open.
shirt open.
Yep.
And he's like, give me the mic. I was like, okay, all right, here you go. And he's just like, right, it's like, yo, I'm drunk as fuck. Let's party. I'm like, cool.
I mean, basically what he does at spring break.
He just started interviewing people.
That was great. So any other highlights of Starrcast? I've missed pretty much everything, but yesterday, did you guys see anything cool?
Before that, though, I would just like to say the final highlight of the SCU after party was when SCU and a bunch of drunk wrestling children sang Backstreet Boys.
That was amazing.
Songs.
Oh, shit, we missed this.
You missed it.
You guys left.
Damn.
That was like the best part. Where
That was the
everybody,
best part.
You need to.
We had a full Backstreet Boy
posted it,
NSYNC
yeah.
concert
We
without
did
them.
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, we did
Eli
AC/DC,
Drake and
we did.
Scorpio, they were in sync, like personified, and their
was
harmonies and their vocals, they were on point. They were on point.
You don't fully
Scorpio
understand
edged
how
for
close
it.
to death I was.
That was the best part because we thought it was going to end at 1, and they just kept letting me play tunes.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it was.
It went all the way till
maybe
2.
because
We also thought it was going to end at
Get
1.
some NSYNC in there, and Scorpio was like, "Yeah, NSYNC," and we're like, "Okay."
All right.
So everyone
really
sang.
cool, though. Yeah.
We did Cult of Personality. Everybody sang.
Yeah.
That
Hold
was
on.
awesome.
He was worried that Rand didn't have it though. He said, if I just requested this and he doesn't
Rand
have it, then I
has
just
to.
killed the whole mood of the party.
Right. See, this is I'm learning things about DJing. This is literally my 3rd DJ gig ever. So like, I start learning that you got to be ready for anything.
Yeah.
Like you better be ready. Like so, I was thinking, oh, we're not doing all those wedding line dance songs.
And you
we're not
did.
gonna do cha cha slide
And you
or
did.
Cupid shuffle to bobble. And then everyone comes up, hey, do you have the cha cha slide? You know.
Oh, God.
So you got to be ready for anything. So I learned that, and my crates are pretty deep. They're pretty thick.
Yeah,
You were pulling some
wrestling
out
kid-
during that, and I was like, how deep is he going for this?
Hey,
One of
I
my
go deep.
favorites is early on, like you said something about, okay, we're going back to 2004 for this one. Going back to 2004
That
to
was
the
when he-
window.
Yeah, when he dropped the Lil Jon.
Did a little John set.
Oh yeah,
A wrestling convention is so similar to a wedding, so
it's just a bunch of tired,
Lot of
drunk
drinking.
people.
old people.
Oh,
a
yeah,
bunch
old
of-
people too.
Yeah, I
A
like
bunch of middle-aged people that want to hear music from when they were young. So
And that's us now.
My favorite.
Yeah, that's us.
My favorite was Dylan describing watching me go to do the cha-cha slide.
Just out of nowhere, like I hear you starting up like you were gonna do it, and he was outside of the VIP area, and then you say it, and out of the corner of my eye, I just see him like speed walk into the area,
He's like, oh,
over
Sonic
to
the
it.
Hedgehog.
Pardon me.
And I'm trying to like reach over, like barely able to talk to Blake, who was sitting next to me in the chairs. I was like, he's fucking running over there for that.
I bet you his like inner monologue was like, "Excuse me, bitch, it's my song." He just pop out over there.
Excuse me, my
Excuse
song.
me.
No,
I feel
somebody-
Dylan tapping me on the shoulder like extremely hard, and I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Is there a fire? Oh no, Scotty's just
There
gonna
was
do
a fire
his thing.
on the dance floor.
someone came up to Rand and was like, "Hey, you're taking me back to my prime."
Right. I'm like, thanks. It's like when I do concerts.
I didn't need you to make this awkward, but I appreciate it.
I know, like, thanks. It's like when we do concerts and someone's like, I've been listening to you since I was in the 9th grade. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm old. You know? So, like, that's.
I didn't need this reality check tonight, guys.
Thanks. I'm trying to have fun here. Like, just go dance.
I mean, that person was happy you were taking them back to prom. Though.
They were. That was cool. I like that.
So we do a thing on the show where basically we examine the worst and the best of everything that's happened in wrestling, but I figure we could do strictly double or nothing, which Mega Ran is at a disadvantage for because he was on a plane at the time.
Well, I watched a little bit last night. Well, this morning. I didn't go to bed till like 5, so I got up until I finished the Cody and Dustin match.
yeah.
Okay.
So I got to there.
Oh, okay.
So we can
That's
talk about
good.
anything
That's
before
good.
that.
Yeah, that leads me to ask, what was your baby face and what was your heel of the week, gentlemen?
Our heel of the 24 hours.
All right. I need to start with my heel of the week because my heel of the week is Dylan right here. This bastard next to me. Because during the unveiling, as they were setting up, they were rolling the carpet out, and you see somebody bring out, oh, this is going to be the AEW title reveal, and it's like you can see that later. Blake, you were talking about going to get a soda. Go get a soda so I can have some. And it's like there's nothing going to happen.
We were on the second to last row. I was like, there's no way we can see the belt from this distance.
Okay.
Like you're
That's
like,
fair.
and like the beam was cutting off our view of the screens. I was like, yeah, like we can see it on Twitter way better than this anyway.
And then as I'm in line, I'm getting my drink.
Blake just gets out of eye shot. You hear.
No, the guy starts announcing, and now to reveal the AEW World Championship, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And I just sent to our group text message, oh fuck.
Dude, to hear that, see that, like, watch that and hear the crowd, like, swell up as he does it. The best there is. What? The best there was. The best there ever will be. Boom. It was so cool to hear that swell up of the crowd for that. That was amazing. That was probably my favorite moment.
I feel like
just being able to see that.
I feel like at this point, Bret Hart definitely transcends the business at this point. Everything that he's been doing, I mean, he's all over the place.
Oh, and going on to that, Bret Hart is my baby face of the week.
There it is.
Because he's so great, and he fell off the stage as he was leaving. But
Man, I thought I was the only person who saw that. I kept asking Neo, I'm like, did he just
fell
fall
off?
Did he fall
Oh, they didn't
off?
show it on the camera.
Well, because the ramps go
They
like
go-
to the left
yeah.
and to the right.
Yeah, it's the
I'm
old
like,
school
did he just
TNA.
go straight like he was going behind Gorilla and just fell off the stage?
oh no, it almost happened
on.
to DDP too when he was carrying Brandy off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Bit. And so I'm guessing it was just hard to see like where the ramp ended.
Yeah.
So, and if we could surmise that, so Dylan getting the soda makes him a bad guy?
No, Dylan
me telling him to
Him
do
making
it.
a miss.
Oh, okay.
Because I was
okay,
like, this is the closest we're
This
gonna
is-
get to a
okay.
pee break
Got it.
segment. Is the presenting of this belt, and then I botched it. Like the minute they played Browers, I was like, oh, Blake is gonna kill me. He came back. I was like, that was my bad. That was totally me.
So does anybody think, not to dump on it, but do you feel like that moment was a little bit tainted by all the other things that went on?
Oh yeah.
No,
We
no.
almost-
I feel like the end of it, you could definitely tell when he was holding up.
They
It was
brought
like
it back to the belt, but there was no announcement like, ladies and gentlemen, the title, like,
No,
it
but
was just, here's the belt.
MJF went long on that. He was feeling
He
himself.
stretched it,
Yeah,
he really
and
did.
it was like
It was
they were
the
like,
moment they were trying to use to put him over, like to put over talent that they're going to have.
They use it as a segment to start. They're going to start a storyline between these four.
They were
these four
already
people.
screwing it up because
Yeah.
when the Jungle Boy came out, they were playing Havoc's.
Havoc's music, yeah. They also messed it up by having Havoc come out in full gear again, even though he'd just been on the pre-show. And I was like, he got redressed for this?
Right, you get
No, that's
and
what
then-
he uses to hang out in.
And then the whole
I hang
thing
out
of-
in a mask and a long trench coat in the back. You don't do that in your spare time?
The whole thing of taking MJF out through the crowd and stuff while all that was going on, it was just I felt like that segment ran a little long.
Yeah.
But
But they brought it back with the belt being still in the ring and then being able to hold it up.
but that's because on TV, like they had the camera on the belt, but us at the show,
Oh
don't
yeah,
see it
you're
like
looking
that.
out in the crowd, so
Right,
you're
we're seeing
missing
what's
that.
going on. But
Like 2 seconds.
I just felt like the last thing that they needed was after that show to have reports of like Bret Hart seriously injuring himself by falling off of that stage.
That would have been
Somebody
bad.
pointed out just Brett has the worst luck it seems. I feel so bad.
With stage.
I saw I
It's
felt
like he's senile now.
I got a little worried too, like because everyone's like getting high fives as he's walking off, and as he's walking up the ramp, people are still wanting high
he's
fives,
stretching down.
and he has to lean down. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't. No.
He's a national treasure and should be protected at all costs.
Absolutely.
Especially after MJF made the joke about him getting
Getting
tackled.
attacked.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing's out of bounds. MJF is the best heel in wrestling.
Oh yeah, he's so
Stop
good.
there.
Yeah. His promo was great.
And
That guy has legitimately called me a fatty before when I saw him.
No, he's absolutely in gimmick on podcasts, anything.
100% of the time.
What does he call Conrad? Turkey tits?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
I saw him at a local
my
wrestling
favorite
show.
was-
He said, "Hey, fatty, buy this shirt."
He did an interview with someone, I can't remember who it was, but they tweeted, just interviewed MJF, and I realized that he unplugged my microphone at the beginning
Yeah, that
of
was
the
Sean
interview.
Ross Sapp, I think.
No, I think
somebody from Fightful said that. They were like, yeah, he's truly a heel. Like this guy's a dick.
I think my favorite MJF podcast was when he did the one with Stone Cold.
Oh, at the end of it? Yeah.
Get back here, you son of a bitch! Don't you dare get out that window!
That's such a good one.
It's the best.
Classic.
Shout out to Stone Cold.
I would like to tell you guys my heel of the week, just because I want to know what other people feel about it. It's the Judas Effect, where Chris Jericho just kind of backs up into it, dude.
And Kenny Omega sells it like death because he's a professional.
Well, no, they tried to sell it in the promo leading up to this.
Yeah.
They were showing Jericho doing UFC training, like trying to make it seem like this elbow is vicious. Like, no, you're getting old. a little bit too old to probably do the other moves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's do something simple, which is just a back elbow.
Yeah, which is fine. I just didn't need it to end that match because at the end of it, I was sad, and he became my heel of the week because I was like, why did my favorite wrestler have to lose? Y'all suck. I waited 3 hours for this.
I really wanted them to build up like the Judas Effect is the most deadly move in professional wrestling. He hits it, Kenny no-sells it, and then V triggers him for that.
Especially because like Jericho had hit so many back elbows in the match.
He hit at least, yeah. So, and that's why
He
I
told me that he
Teek,
did it before.
Like
in
he
the
already
match. I was
did it.
like, where is it?
Like he hit the Judas
But it wasn't
Effect
until it
comboed
ended
into a
the
lion
match.
salt. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
He used up his signature meter right there.
I mean, if he would have like let it up with some other stuff, like maybe like some front elbow hits before like you spin and hit him with a back
And maybe
elbow or
Kenny
something.
blocked a couple of them.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like
An
to make it
actual
look like a
build-up.
UFC
Build it
like
up.
combo or something, but not just.
I mean, to be fair, considering Kenny had a broken nose in that, by the very end of it, especially after that minor botch, I'm sure they were just like, quickly before Kenny dies of blood loss, he's got to have John come out here and kick his ass for 4
I
more
told you
minutes.
that too, Neo. I said I bet his nose was broken.
Oh yeah.
Well, I saw Jericho kick him in the nose. I didn't think it was broken, to be honest.
Well, because they still went a long match.
Yeah.
It
Super
happened
long.
at the beginning.
So a quick question. So whose move is deadlier? John Cena's heart punch?
Thunder punch!
Or Jericho's back elbow?
That is called the lightning fist.
I'm so sorry. How dare I disrespect the lineage of that move? Clearly trading.
Well, no, because I thought he stole that
all
move.
his chi.
Didn't he steal that move from the
Five
dude
fist
from
Buddhist
Dragon Ball Z?
I want to.
Mr. Satan or something?
I think
I want to see a match.
I thought he had trained because he learned Chinese to go promote the. I thought while he was there he trained with the monks. Maybe that was where he got the Thunder Fist. It would have been so best if that had been the promos leading up to him using
Him
it.
like in a temple,
John
like
Cena in a
learning the
temple,
move.
wearing John Cena gear while everybody else got on monk robes.
now
Learn
if
the
the
move.
lightning fist gave you instant diarrhea or gave you the hiccups afterwards, I think it would be the best move on the planet.
I want to see a match where John goes for the lightning fist as Chris hits the Judas Effect. They strike, and then it's like Frieza and Goku, and they're just like trying.
Well, then the lights go out, and all of a sudden they come back up. The two of them are frozen midair, and Santino's there with the Cobra.
Oh, I thought
the best strike move in history.
I thought you were gonna say they fused together.
become one middle-aged man.
Yo, that Judas Effect would have been better if that would have been what broke Kenny's nose.
Oh, yeah.
And at least that would have sold it.
See, in my opinion, if you're gonna have like a killer elbow move, it should really be like more like an own box style, where like you're either like coming up and maybe hitting him in like the shoulder or the neck, like a striking
Yeah, or like
down.
a springboard, like if
Yeah.
he would have springboarded
Like a
off the ropes
Superman
hit him with
elbow.
the
Yeah.
back elbow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Or if he could do like if he's as acrobatic as Will Ospreay, maybe put some spins on it and then
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
So who's your face, since the heel is the back elbow?
Mine is the Joshi match for taking 6 wrestlers that no one had ever heard of and working a crowd of like over 10,000 through just sheer energy and
Was
work.
that the women's match?
Yeah.
I actually fell asleep during that match. Not
That was a good heel turn to make on this podcast. Man, that was
Heel of the day.
Not that the match wasn't good. The day was so long.
Oh, no.
These were people that I didn't really know about. I was high. It was a good time for me to fight.
Here's the thing. I was
me to rest my eyes.
almost there, but when Yuka came out and managed to like just be so energetic up there that it got everyone behind it, I was like, man, forget US fans really are just a whore for high energy women in professional wrestling.
Oh yeah, her intro when she was like anime and
I was
stuff.
like, no, I need to watch it
Yeah.
just for her. I don't care what happens. Every time she was up there and she was like screwing with the other wrestler, I was just like, this is everything I enjoy about wrestling right here.
I was trying. I was drifting off, and I was like, oh, maybe if I knew them, I could keep my eyes open more. Like I would be more invested. But
man, those girls bumped their asses
now,
off.
I will say Dylan is our ace in the hole for Japanese wrestling because he knows everything about it. He knew just about everyone coming out during
that's like
that match.
Neo right there.
I did no. I know for Mayo. I know nothing about women's wrestling. That is my one flaw.
Sexist pig.
Oh no! Oh no! Here, funny side story. So back when Supercard of Honor was in Orlando, I was in line with Scottye. We were going to get tickets to like go do meet and greets, and he was like, "Oh, who all's here?" Because he had met up with you. I was like, "Okay, there's these people, and then there's women wrestlers that I don't know." And this woman, 3 people up from me, heard me, turned around, and gave me the dirtiest look in existence. Christ. And I was like, okay, on the one hand, I earned that. On the other hand, do you have any idea how much wrestling I have to keep up with on 4 continents?
So many.
Oh man, yeah.
I think we were at that show. Did we sneak into that one? Oh no, that was the New Orleans one. It was sold out, and we just had no other way to get in.
It was
That was New Orleans, right?
yeah, it was New Orleans that we snuck in.
Somebody
we
was
were there
walking
in
out, and
Orlando,
we're like,
too.
"Hey, can I have your ticket?" And they were like, "Okay."
Mega Ran, the king of sneaky style.
Sneak style.
So since you guys said that I was a heel for saying I fell asleep for the women's wrestling,
Joshi wrestling.
my face of the night would have to be probably like the biggest pop of the evening, which is Jon Moxley.
Oh, yeah?
Oh
You guys
yeah.
ready to talk about that?
Oh, that was a thing where like the whole time we were just like, we were all like, man, on the one hand, I hope he shows up, but on the other hand, if the internet got all those like little messages right and he does show up, they're gonna be insufferable for like the next 4 months.
Why?
It was
They
like
knew it.
yeah, because there was a thing. It was like, well, there's the 2 and the 5 on the dice on the thing. That's the 25th and all that. I was like, please just have him.
Twitter became like that gif.
Yeah, that gif of everybody with like the
CSI
calculate.
Twitter.
Yeah, and I was like, please let them be wrong, like just by a day or 2.
Right.
Like let him just show up like for the next show a month later, please. I don't want to have to deal with their smugness.
I knew it for the next month or so.
Well,
Everybody kept saying like,
I told you.
I'm
like, Dean
sitting
was
right
gonna
there
stay.
next to Neo, and Jericho's doing all this talking, and I'm talking to Neo. I'm like, I was like, I thought we were gonna get Dean Ambrose. I thought we were gonna get Austin Aries because he had posted about signing some contract for Vegas. So I was like, what happened to all these people that I thought were going to be here? And then as soon as I said that, here comes Jon Moxley coming through the crowd.
That was the thing is like the show ended and I was just like, this doesn't make any sense. You can't end the first pay-per-view on like the heel winning the main event over.
Credits roll. Yeah, you
And
can't.
Mox coming in and just absolutely devastating everyone is the best. Like,
Yeah, but is
there's
he being
nothing,
heel? Or is
There's
he
nothing
just-
he's
don't know.
He's
that would-
Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Jon Moxley, just destruction.
Okay.
I'm not a part of your system.
Look, my favorite part about that is Dylan is usually the very pessimistic, sad, who's just like, oh, this sucks, it's whatever. He literally jumped up and was like, he's here! Everyone, he's here!
Because I saw
Come to the window, children! He's arrived!
We were at the very back, so I could see down completely, and I saw like movement at the thing while Jericho was talking, like out of my peripheral vision, and like my first instantly my mind was like, oh shit, he's here! Like so I just started screaming. He was like, look, he's here! Look!
I thought he was in the Cracker Barrel.
I know.
That would have
I
been
did too. Whenever they
hilarious.
made the big
Like,
deal
he's in
about
there.
that, I was like, there's got to be like a sledgehammer or something in
Yeah, 'cause
there,
it was
right?
like, why was it even there? But so our brother Rock Knowledge, who didn't make this event, said in the group chat, he said him showing up to AEW was better than his whole run in WWE.
Oh man.
It was better than the it was way better than that
singles
entire
run?
heel
His
turn.
last run? Okay, yes.
Yeah, his heel
Last
turn run.
was
Yeah, no, that was
lackluster.
all right. No, I'll give you that.
So Megaran, what's your babyface or heel?
Well, of the weekend?
Of the
I've
weekend.
been
Weekend,
here about
week.
8 hours.
He's
but-
like travel.
I mean, but you interacted
Give
with
us the
so
heel
many
from where you were
wrestlers
at.
in and out of, outside of the ring. Like so many people talk. There had to be like a really like a feel good moment or like a man
The
that
guy
guy
who
moment.
kept bugging you at the DJ booth. Is he the
Don't be
heel?
talking about me like that, Teek.
He's not a wrestler. Leave him alone.
Well, does he have to be a wrestler?
No, it can be anything.
Any of you guys.
It could be anything.
Geez, I gotta think now. Okay, no, that wouldn't be a heel. That's a good thing. Yeah, you know what? The guy who asked me to play Matchbox 20 like 17 times last night.
Yeah, was it the guy who had the burgundy
He
on,
would
right?
not stop. And so Teek's next to me, and I'm like, please tell that guy no request. Like, I can't. I
have my
see you in my ear.
self-respect.
I'm in the middle of like a really banging boy band set right
Right.
now.
Yeah.
We're grooving, and he wants Matchbox 20.
Oh,
like,
now I know the dude
tell
you're talking
him to
about.
relax.
He was like, you know I'm right. You know I'm right. I'm like, what is he talking about? Was he saying that Matchbox 20 was
He
better
wanted
than
to play that next because the other girl, the girl whose birthday it was, got on stage, and her girlfriend wanted Gasolina for her. So we're like, oh yeah, Gasolina. So we're dancing, and he's like, all right, Matchbox 20 next, right? Right, it's coming next, right? It's coming next. And I'm like, So the nice thing to do is to be like, I'll try. You know what I mean? Like when my mom said I'll try, I knew it wasn't happening. You know, I just dealt with it.
Rand's a good DJ because I work at a club and I see how DJs react to stuff, and he pulled like classic DJ moves on this guy, which was like oh yeah, I'm gonna get it, but hers first. And then like after hers, you just start playing other shit and forget about it. And then he's like,
I didn't say when after her.
He's still reaching around me like, no,
and then
no,
he
come on,
goes,
one more.
oh man, they're cutting my music off. We're done. Like it's done for the night. You get no song.
Sorry, no Matchbox 20.
I locked my stuff out of my computer, bro. Sorry.
I don't know my password.
This whole playlist is on lock now. My bad, bro.
So,
But I'm gonna say the winner or the face. I think it's Cody, man. Cody broke me, dude.
yes, thank you.
At the end of that match, I think I felt a lone tear.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, I cried.
when I saw the break when I felt the break in Cody's voice,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was done. I was like 4 a.m. sitting on my bed eating pesto pizza. Like, oh God, your family.
Man,
It's
that
like
was-
Dusty.
He broke his brother to break his heart. It was
Yeah.
It was rough.
oh man.
I mean, I feel like that's such great story development. I mean, it happens probably a little fast, but that's like the perfect
Yeah.
perfect way to do it on that big stage.
I have always appreciated pro wrestling's almost anime style to like cheating and beating the crap out of somebody, but at the end of it, you're like, no, we're cool.
We're family though. I need a brother. I was like, I
Dylan
need
turned
a
to
brother
me
too.
at one point. He said, "I'm so sports entertained at this."
Yeah, this is so good. I was like, technically, this isn't the best match I've seen, but I can't look
but
away from how good this is.
Storytelling,
And
man.
if you're in it as far as just for storytelling and things like that, even if you're watching like everything that goes on, even when Cody got back in the ring and Dustin like ran to the corner like he was
yeah,
scared
that
he
was
about
so
to get
next
beat up
level.
again.
Next level.
It was like
Great,
okay,
just
like
Scotty Moore stuff that was so good.
right, like oh, I don't know
Scotty-
if you're about to beat my ass again.
Exactly.
Scotty pointed out to me though, like probably halfway through the match, and he said, "Oh, look how much they brightened it up. If you look at the screen, it's like this looks like a WWE match."
Yeah, because like most of the lighting they did was very dark for the audience, or like different colors.
Well,
And
yeah,
this
and it
one it was
depended on the
bright,
match, where you
and
had,
it
like,
looked like
different tones.
it looked like a WrestleMania match. And so I was like, oh
This is the
shit,
match.
that's the match they were gonna have at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, I loved it. But I'm gonna have to ask everyone here for help, and that's not just the men on stage with me. That's the thousands,
The tens and millions of listeners.
thousands
Yes.
of people in the audience.
This filled hall.
And millions.
Yeah, because we do a little thing on our show called.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, girl.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming, Kenny.
Hey, good to see you again.
Karen, what's up? But we do a little thing on our show called Dust Watch, where we try our damnedest to get the Kentucky gentleman Chuck Taylor to follow us on Twitter.
And if you know nothing about our show, which many don't, we've tried for the better part of a year and a half to do
Oh no,
this.
2 years, dog.
2 years.
Really?
You're just trying to ghost this guy into following
Scotty
you.
has met him twice, and at one point got him to record like a thing for it. And afterwards, he said, "Dude, just drop it." And then we continued to do it for
no,
another
no.
year after that. Because
My favorite was every time I do it.
Wait, who
Trent-
said drop it? The guy you're trying to get?
No, like
Oh.
every time I do it, Trent will look at Chuck and be like, "Hey man, just follow them. It's fine."
and then Chuck refuses
won't
because
do
of
it.
how much he hates us.
So he has to never do it now.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
never.
Yeah.
No, that's why we have to keep doing it. Though.
But you got to keep trying though.
Oh yeah.
It's our feud.
I'm gonna make a few calls. Send a few tweets.
So,
There you go.
Dylan, would you like to help compose this tweet?
Oh yeah. At sexy Chucky T. You can't ignore all of us.
You know what you should do?
You cannot ignore.
You should tweet the photo of him having a boner watching television and say, "This is how you make us feel."
That's next week.
Wait,
Next
can
week?
That's next
everyone?
week. You can't use all your good ammunition at once. Come on.
Save that one.
want to blow the load.
Yeah.
Wait, can all of us separately tweet on our accounts? You can't ignore all of us.
Okay.
And then he just
Everybody wants. You can't.
You got it.
Hashtag
Dustwatch 2019.
All right, we'll jump on it.
Horde.
If this doesn't get him, nothing will, y'all.
I'm pretty sure nothing will, but I'm still going for it.
And
Yeah, I'm leaning towards nothing will, but I'll keep trying.
You and me both, but I'm pretty
keep
sure we
trying.
can get all of us to do it at this point.
Sweet. Oh, this was a crazy live show, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it so far. Of course, when we get back, we have to we have to have some words, unfortunately, and challenge Mat Mania to a bit of JWF action. For those of you who listen exclusively through like podcasts and through audio, you may want to go to our YouTube channel. It may help you follow the match a little bit more to actually have it up on screen. But yeah, we're really happy we got to challenge Mat Mania to a fight. And here's hoping they'll come back for some more JWF action in the future. But until we get to that match, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you to go to patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. That's the website where you can support the Fight Boys. You can support A Load of BS. You can support the entire network. And we got some exclusive perks for you up there, ladies and gentlemen. We've got access to our Discord where you can hang out and chat with us every single week. You get shouted out on the show of our choice every single week, like the Patreon asshole of Fight Boys, that asshole known as Ghazi. And also you get access to our exclusive show You Paid for This, where we watch terrible movies and then we talk over them. So it's like Mystery Science Theater. We did an episode about Ready to Rumble with the Dylan, which is why this entire weekend we were a little bit afraid that David Arquette was going to find us and just kick our asses, but we luckily were not. And also, I'm probably in the next week or so going to put up some like videos and behind the scenes photos of the show and our trip down to Las Vegas. We started recording a lot on the way up, and then we started drinking, and then the video taking went further down and down and down. But yeah, you can see what it's like to travel with me and Blake. It's a lot of liquor. But if you want to support and get something else, you of course can over at merch.aloadofpurebs.com, where we got merch for all your favorite BS Network programs, including the Fight Boys, ladies and gentlemen. We got merch for all your favorite JWF superstars, whether that be Canada Charlie, well, I guess Chuck Tibbs now, the VWO, the BS, they all got merch at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. And now, also, I guess it should be announced, the winner of the BS Patreon raffle, where we were giving away, I think it was one of our exclusive posters and a deck of cards and a lot of cool stuff. It actually ended up being Scottye Moore, so it feels a little bit biased that my dad won, but it's cool because also a few other patrons may end up getting some really cool shit out of it as well. So congrats to Scott for winning it. And if you want to be entered into the next raffle, you can if you just donate at patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. And now it's time to go kick Mat Mania's ass because it's time for some JWF action. So another thing about our show that many people don't realize is it's not a normal wrestling show. Mm-hmm. We have our own professional wrestling organization. And in our advertising, I did show a small clip of a match. A match where the Fight Boys take on the Mat Mania crew.
Man, does not look like me at all.
No, well, you look like a little shitty gold dust.
Listen, don't blame us. Don't blame us. Blame 2K.
Yeah.
First of all, I haven't seen the character ratings on these guys. I'm sure you've underestimated my agility stat.
I can do a perfect moonsault. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
My finisher is the Judas Effect.
Which has a 100% success rate.
And it gives you instant diarrhea.
Yeah, of course, none of this is
I
predetermined.
just thought it was hilarious how Neo had the Mat Mania shirt on, and then when he got to the ring, he had a singlet on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He's just wearing it over it. But yeah, if you guys would like to see who the best damn pro wrestling podcast on the world is,
Let's see.
do you want to bring it?
Oh,
I'm down with that.
Bring it.
All right.
All right, well, before we do it,
How do you do it? Does it
just calm down.
It goes on.
Kayfabe, baby. Kayfabe.
Protect the business, brother.
No, I just wanted to mean like, does it
Look away for a minute. Just look away for a minute. Just
Don't
close
look
your
over
eyes.
there.
Never mind.
At
No
the big
questions
screen.
asked.
When we pull up the video.
We're just gonna put that right there, and it's definitely not pre-taped at all, and this is not Windows Movie Maker. But before we do that,
No, I just wanted to know if the simulation was like sped up.
oh no, we got this.
Match.
But before we do that, Blake, I'm sorry, we gotta go. We gotta get our commentary team.
Oh, yeah.
So Sorry, guys, we'll be gone.
I know. Bye.
Hey, where'd they go?
Hey, who are these guys?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to JWF Professional Wrestling. I am your host, Silver Spoon, joined as always by the baddest man on the planet,
Where's this guy from?
Captain Tibbs.
Selves, I'm happy to be here in the gambling place.
That's right, Tibbs, and let me tell you something. We've got us one hellacious match tonight. We are gonna see the Fight Boys, the team of Blake Tanner, Scottye Moore, the Dylan, take on Mat Mania. Now, Mat Mania, they're not known in the wrestling ring. I mean, do you think they could take on these men who have become champions, become great in this company?
Sills, if there's anything I've realized, it's that podcasters could never cut it in the ring.
That's right, and we are going.
Mega Ran went toe-to-toe to Bully, okay?
Tibbs, why are we in the Double or Nothing arena?
I walked in on it.
What?
In MGM Grand.
We can't just steal an arena, Tibbs.
It's a really good ring, Sills. Somebody built it just to beat the shit out of their brother.
Sold out the crowd, brother.
All right, and here they come, the Mat Mania crew coming down to the ring. Two of them look cool, and one looks like a second-rate gold dust. Tibbs, what do you think about Mat Mania?
You know, Sills, they look like a group that's just ready to have fun.
Possibly, that's right, coming down to the ring. Now, of course, we got the powerhouse in the front,
A lot of glitter.
Next to him, the high flyer known as Neo X.
Is that Tommy Dreamer?
That is Tommy Dreamer. And then, of course, leading the charge, the big man known as Mega Ran. And Tibbs, let me tell you something. I know they're not professional wrestlers, but I think if Mega Ran gets in this ring, it's all over for the Fight Boys.
You know what? He can bring the beats, but let's see if he can bring the pain.
Well, I mean, you could have said bring the heat. It would have been like a nice rhyme.
Blue scarf.
No.
Supposed to be a Buster kid.
All right, and looks like
look at that singlet.
the boys getting ready for their battle. Their battle against these men who are former JWF World Heavyweight Champions, JWF Tag Team Champions. It is the Fight Boys, Tim.
The champs are here.
That's them. The champs, the tag team champs, the Fight Boys, and the Dylan.
That's right, the BS right there in the front. Now, of course, the BS and Dylan, they haven't exactly seen eye to eye in recent months. Do you think this may play into how they behave? They are walking on the audience, Tibbs.
You look like the Motor City Machine Gun.
That's them.
How disrespectful. Walking on fans who paid money to be here.
That's who the Fight Boys are. They know their audience. Their audience loves them. They'll carry them if they need be.
That's right, and let's not forget that Dylan recently had a captain's title match against Mojo Gruff that he failed to reclaim his title. So you got to think that aggression he's going to take out on the Mat Mania boys. What do you think, Tibbs?
I'm just disappointed someone deserving didn't win the championship I made and crafted after myself.
That's right, but here they are, the BS, the Dylan. They are getting ready. I feel like that's not
Look at them holding hands.
That's not their thing, I don't think, Tibbs.
Well, Sills, who's doing it now?
Oh, fair point, Tibbs. Now I gotta ask you something. I know the Fight Boys, they're your boys, Tibbs, but who do you think is gonna take the edge?
Well, Sills, I don't know. You got a bunch of veterans in the sport versus a lot of pure talent. Look at those strikes. Oh, my God.
A big boot from Teek takes down the man known as the B, Blake Tanner, but Blake fights back with a huge knee to the gut. Fighting back. These two men are a couple of hosses. Goes for a cutter, fights back. Beautiful clothesline, takes down Teek.
This is an exchange that I wasn't expecting to see from Blake Tanner, one of the smaller guys.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Right.
Neo interfering, taking Blake, and now both of these men are on the outside. Beautiful.
Haven't done something like that since high school.
All right, now going. Ooh, I don't know what Teek was going for, but Blake fighting back, sending him into those steel steps. My God.
It's almost like he didn't realize they were there because we painted them black.
That's right, and now Teek falling down.
Captain Guy!
Oh. Pulling Teek back to his feet. Oh, I think Blake, was going for a big move. Follows it up with a step up. Enziguri gets back into the ring as our faithful referee Shibata going to a count of 7.
Shibata's a ref.
All right, now Blake Tanner tagging in Scottye Moore.
Don't talk about it.
And then, a beautiful kick sends Teek. Teek teleported through the ropes. But wait a minute. Picking him up. Look at the strength of Scottye Moore as he goes and delivers a beautiful power bomb, pinning him 1. And kicking out at 1 is Teek.
After all the time he's been in the ring, Teek kicking out at 1.
That's right. Bouncing Scottye off against the ropes. Was going for a big elbow, but Scottye follows it up with a big boot to the face, Tibbs.
Trying to
Catching
stop
those
him.
hams.
That's right. Now you got to admit these men who have not got much pro wrestling experience they're doing well against these champs. But not now.
Now I do have to ask the gentlemen who are in the ring right now currently what they feel about this match.
This is crazy.
We've mic'd them up somehow. I'm not sure how. We've pulled this Abraham Washington stuff.
It seems like my stamina is up very high, but not very, not my moves.
Oh, wait, going for that
All you do is
pinfall,
kick,
though.
punch, and chokehold.
1, 2. Mega Ran breaking it up, but the Dylan right there, tossing him to the outside. And Scottye spears him off the apron.
Now I would say once the Dylan comes in,
Teamwork is very impressive.
on me.
once the Dylan comes in, of course, the self-proclaimed master of Dick Fu. What's he gonna do with that big dick energy?
That's right. And went for the big boot, but Teek rolls out of the way. And now I think Teek's gonna try to. I was gonna say try to take advantage, but he hit him with a big boot.
We're wrestling. I don't have to explain anything.
Teek's got to be tired.
Beautiful slam. And Teek! Teek is tagged in Mega Ran. And both of them went for some moves. And there's the clothesline. And another takes him down. Oh my God, Mega Ran is on a rampage, taking Scottye Moore, popping him against the ropes. Oh my God!
Power, heat, intensity beats Mega Ran.
That's right.
A body bag.
Tossing him to the outside.
Give him the Mega Buster.
All right. And now Mega Ran pulling Scottye Moore back into the ring. What's he going for? Oh my God, what in the world? What is Mega Ran doing? Getting on that.
You got some
getting
PCO stuff going on.
Oh my God, that entire weight of Mega Ran just slamming down on the skull of Scottye Moore and Tibbs. That cannot feel good.
Part of the apron. Pure upper back pain.
That's all right. Now rolling him back in the inside. I think Mega was gonna go for it a second time, but Scottye avoids and hits that beautiful kick. Pulls him up. And now he's going to take him into the corner. Scottye Moore may try for something big, but Mega fighting back.
Going for the scary uncle.
Tossing him into that corner. And that is not a safe place for Scottye Moore. What in the world's Mega Ran going for? Oh my God, just stomping.
A mud hole.
That's stomping the dick of Scottye Moore in. This will not feel good.
Scottye just recovered from dick surgery, everybody. They're working the injury.
How is he going to recover from this, Sills?
Oh, the Mat Mania podcast is thumping a mud hole in him right now.
And they are not done. Wait a minute, what are they doing now? Taking Teek. And beautiful drop kick into the corner from Teek.
Put him in a body bag.
All right, Scottye was trying to roll for that tag, but unfortunately Teek gets the pin. 1, 2. And he barely gets the shoulder up at 3.
2.5. Almost 3, Sills, almost 3.
That's right. Now both of them fighting off against one another. Getting whipped into the corner is Scottye Moore. But now taking Teek in, poking him up on the top rope.
Going for a nasty butler.
He's putting his finger on his head. What's he doing that for?
All right, hold on. Climbing to that top rope once again. Oh my God, the crowd going crazy. Oh my God, beautiful superplex.
Broken in half.
But wait, he's tagged in Neo.
Shippy got knocked out. Why did you kick my referee?
I think he was trying to take him out before he could get that pin, but wait a minute. Neo in the ring, the BS. They're going for it, Tibbs. It is a load of BS slamming Neo into the mat.
Right there, right in the middle of the ring. That's it. It's over.
Mega breaking it up before Shibby's hand can even hit the mat. And now both members of the BS are in the ring, the tag champs, doing their awful deeds upon the Mat Mania crew.
Well, Not that awful. They just get beat down and sent out of the ring.
That's right. Now Neo taking a few of the strikes from the B, but now getting whipped out. Oh no, what's Neo going for?
Come on, Neo, give him that triple X.
Picking him up. Beautiful suplex in the middle of the ring. The strength of Neo, usually known as a high flyer. And now Blake Tanner getting drugged. Ooh, straight into that turnbuckle, but he reverses. And
With my shades on.
That was a big slap.
uh-oh. Setting Neo up onto the top rope. That's a place we usually see the high flyer, but what in the world's going on? Oh my God!
I would have reversed that.
The entire...
In real life, I would have rolled away, obviously.
All right, but Neo actually fighting back. Looks like that didn't hurt him too bad. Picking him up, going for this big crucifix powerbomb, but Blake Tanner gets out of it, knocks him to the ground.
Slippery little bastard. No baby oil.
I hear he puts a little something on.
That's right. Going for that big European uppercut that he's known for, climbing into the middle rope, but unfortunately he's tagged in Teek. And now the big man getting in, and ooh, Blake was going for that big, beautiful spinning European uppercut, but Teek avoided, and now has got the B on the ground, but Blake reversing as well. This is a match of reversals. These 6 men know each other so well, Tibbs.
Do they?
Well, I gotta say, I mean, each move, it seems like they have a reversal. They've got everything ready. Oh, but wait a minute. Tagging in Mega Ran. Oh no, picking him up and slamming him with the Mega Buster, going for that pinfall. But unfortunately, it looks like Shibata was distracted. 1, 2, oh, and he kicked out at 2.
Oh, the hesitation.
That ref is on your payroll.
I think the distraction from the Dylan was enough, just enough for Blake Tanner to wake up. But unfortunately, Megaran still got him on the ground. Beautiful elbow drop to the man known as the Bee.
Am I taking a powder right now?
Neo X is
You're
dead.
like the Young Bucks. You're drinking some water on the outside. It's okay.
All right, but luckily,
Proud, having fun.
looks like Blake Tanner keeping that ring cut in half. A wise move in a match like this, Tibbs. Wouldn't you say?
I say as long as he keeps up those uppercuts, you gotta keep your enemies separated.
That's right. Keep him away from the rest of his team, although it looks like Neo is not feeling too good out there.
That guy in the ring's looking like a young AJ Styles. Look at that haircut.
They do call Blake Tanner the soccer mom dad.
All right, but wait a minute. Here it is, the whirly-do. Beautiful drop kick. And I think that has gotten Megaran just distracted enough, just confused enough. As Scottye Moore now goes, ooh, I think he was going to try to tag in the Dylan. But now both of these men, oh, Dylan actually getting tagged in, and this is the first time we've really seen the Dylan in this match. The fresh man known as the Lord of the Smart Side going off against Megaran, and this is a force to be reckoned with. Going for that pinfall. 1, 2, ooh, Mega kicking out at 2, Tibbs.
I have only just realized this is the Dylan's first time in the match.
I mean, it may have been, I don't know why. I mean, maybe hit that beautiful flying knee. And now just stomping on the body of Megaran.
Stop it. He's already dead.
That was a very small stomp, too. It's more of an insult than anything.
All right, but wait a minute. Is he going for it? Oh, oh my God.
With
Just
the knees up.
breaking the ribs of the Dylan. But now it looks like Blake Tanner distracting Shibata as Dylan picks up Megaran on his shoulders. Look at the strength. Oh my God.
Dylan, he's got some leg power. Right there, he's a tall son of a bitch. He's gonna overpower everything.
That's right.
And he's gonna miss.
Ooh, taking out Neil. Now trying to go after Teek, who is wisely dropping down, but he just punches him in the face, I guess.
God damn. Shit.
All right.
Took a second to get there.
But wait a minute, he's calling for it. He's got Megaran up for some total destruction.
Ushigoroshi.
Oh my God! And wait a minute, the BS in the ring. Tibbs, are they doing it?
They're calling for
They got
Neo,
him
get in the
together for the fight. Boom!
That's gotta be it. Gotta be it, Sil.
That's right.
Neo was outside talking to West Side Gun. He's got to get in there and pay attention.
2, 3.
Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over.
That's it.
And ladies and gentlemen, with that fight bomb, that beautiful maneuver from the 3 Fight Boys, they have reunited to take out the team known as Mat Mania and Tibbs. Let me tell you something, though. I don't think this is the last we've heard of Mat Mania.
Neither do I, Sills. They look pretty heated up after that loss.
I will say it took 3 of you to take out one of us.
That is
Take 3.
That is how tag
I
team
see they've joined the commentary booth. They're hanging out with us now.
Well, it's only
Yes,
fitting.
I am tired from that match, but I do have things to say about it.
I have comments.
Why is the Dylan here? You're in the ring.
We'll be back.
This isn't over.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. That was an absolutely amazing episode of Monday Night War here on JWF Wrestling, but who knows what's gonna happen next? Who knows what's gonna happen? Is this Fight Boys reunion a one-time thing? Will we see the Fight Boys back? What do you think, Tibbs?
Well, Sills, I'll tell you next time I'm gonna take that ring with me.
That's right, Tibbs, and I guess if you want to find out, you're gonna have to tune in next time to JWF Monday Night War.
That was awesome.
So,
Hey!
it's been an episode, y'all.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Nice work. That was fun.
I'm sorry we had to kick your asses. It's just you kind of came on our turf.
It's a step 2.
Whatever, just putting yourself over.
Next time, let us do the creation and simulation.
Listen, we are nothing if not self-indulgent.
I respect that.
It's just like,
That's fair.
Yep. That's a little bit of us.
how was the Fight Boys podcast? It was good, and then they made a video where they beat us up and played it for everybody.
Yeah, it's just I don't understand where this story's gonna go.
Millions
from
are going
there.
to see this.
Oh, don't worry, we'll have some words for the Fight Boys on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
This ain't over.
Well, gentlemen, where would you people to find you on the internet?
Yo, go to Mat Mania Podcast on Twitter, Mat Mania Pod on Instagram, and we are on Spotify or wherever you like to get your podcasts. And Patreon. where you
Patreon, please continue to pay that
where
money.
you can pay that money.
And you can go to megaran.com/shows and /podcasts for all updates and whatnots. But yeah, go to patreon.com, search Mat Mania Podcast, pay that money. We're still offering a $100 pledge to our group chats, and they're pretty phenomenal. Additionally, ProWrestlingTees.com, pick up the Mat Mania Podcast t-shirts and the music CDs.
Please go see Mega Ranch show. I went to one in Birmingham that was like in a weird factory
It
with
was
like
weird.
5 small children just hanging around.
It was fun. Thank you.
Dylan, where could they find you on Twitter? This is a live show exclusive. You've never said it before.
Yeah, I can be found on the internet at Dick and Stormy.
Dick and Stormy.
Blakey T, what about you?
You can find me at Blake A. Tanner on Twitter, or you can find us on patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. That's where you can support all of our podcasts, A Load of BS that me and Scottye do. You can support the Fight Boys, the 3 of us, every single week. You can find Scottye at...
Scottye Too Hottie.
That one.
That's right. And Scottye Moore on Twitter. That's SCOTTYEMO. Buy all my books on Amazon. Look up Scottye Moore. You can find that there. And of course, check out all the other shows that Blake was just dropping online at aloadofpurebs.com. And as always, you can find us at aloadofpurebs.com. Step up to the merch table at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. Find us on Facebook. Donate to the Patreon. Subscribe on YouTube. And remember to follow us on Twitter at Fight Boy Show Chuck Taylor. Because when you're a fight boy for life.